Cesar Chavez by Minjares. Cesar Chavez, civil rights activist when he was young, middle-aged, and getting old. 1927 to 1993. Question 1. What is your hero's background? Cesar Chavez and his family began life as farm workers when he was 11. His family of 7 moved to California in 1938 after their ranch was lost during the Great Depression. They moved up and down the state while his dad worked the fields and Chavez attended school. School wasn't the best experience for him. Mexicans during that time faced a lot of discrimination, and Chavez was a victim. This eventually stopped when he dropped out at the end of 8th grade. His father, Librado, had gone into an accident, and it was his mother's, Juana's, duty to work. Chavez disapproved of this, so instead decided that he would be the one working. He worked the fields for 2 years before joining the U.S. Navy in 1944. Question 2. What are the obstacles your hero faced? He started the Delano grape strike in 1965 that lasted 5 years. 5 years of striking was a great struggle. Chavez faced trouble in southern Texas when marching for farm workers' rights. His colleagues started protesting on the way Chavez was running these strikes. They claimed that violence was the way to go and the only way they could win. Chavez knew he needed their support, so he decided to fast for 25 days so they would listen to him. Eventually they did, and they continued following his example. He supported the immigration reform and stopped illegals from crossing the U.S. border. They were causing him a heapful of trouble. Another time of distress came along when the Union began to fall apart due to the lack of communication and other things. There wasn't anything Chavez could do, though. He started fasting to keep his second grape strike going, but it ended in failure. A few years later, in 1988, he started to fast. His last fast lasted 36 days. These fasts caused health problems, and he began feeling fatigue after weight loss. Question 3. What is the impact of your hero? He improved the lives of migrant farm workers all over the nation. He fought to give them fair wages and better working conditions. He tried to ensure things like rest periods, toilets, clean water, bathrooms, banning discrimination, stop sexual harassment towards women, and provide protective clothing. Established medical benefits for farm workers and their families. He gave a successful plan for retired farm workers and extended farm worker state coverage. He changed the lives of many Hispanics by bringing racism against them to a halt with his leadership. Question 4. What is the legacy of your hero? There is a portrait of Cesar Chavez in the National Portrait Gallery in Washington, D.C. In Mount Angel, Oregon, there is a Colegio de Cesar Chavez dedicated to him. In 2006, he was inducted to the California Hall of Fame. There is a Cesar E. Chavez National Monument. Cesar Chavez's birthday is a state holiday in California, Colorado, and Texas. A Cesar Chavez Month is observed on March, and a Cesar Chavez Holidays Parade is held in Mission District, San Francisco. My blog. This is my blog. 2 flags, a picture of him, 3 photos in the bottom, a brief explanation of his life, and basic information right here with 2 videos. He was born on March 31st, 1927, in Yuma, Arizona. He died on April 23rd, 1993, in San Luis, Arizona. His mother was Juana Chavez and his father was Librado Chavez. He had siblings that were named Richard, Librado, Rita, and Vicky Chavez, and his spouse was Helen Fabella. And this is the finished look. Question 5. How does my deliverable illustrate the life of my hero? My deliverable illustrates the life of my hero because there are pictures that describe certain parts of his life. There are 2 flags next to his name, the California and the Mexican flag. The California one is shown because he spent most of his career fighting in California. The Mexican flag because he was Mexican American. A picture of farm workers shows that he was what he was working for, his motive. A flag of United Farm Workers shows the union he created to help fight for farm workers' rights. A photo of grapes illustrates the two grape strikes he participated in. Question 6. How has my hero impacted my life? Cesar Chavez has impacted my life mainly by throwing off discrimination to Hispanics. Being a Hispanic myself, he changed the way I am treated today. Today, I am able to go to the same school as the rest of my American children. I am not being segregated by attending a specific school based on my race. Maybe without his leadership, my family, friends, and I will be struggling with racism being shot at us. Question 7. What have I learned about the qualifications to be a hero? I learned that you don't need to be a superhero to be a hero. You don't even need to save someone's life. All you really need to do is make a difference and impact the lives of others. Make a change for the better. Also, you can't just do a good deed and be considered a hero. Anyone can be a hero, but it depends on their actions and how big they are. Thank you for watching.